Hey guys, it's Katie.
And John.
And
we do have a special guest
we
star.
have a special guest with us.
Would you like to introduce yourself?
What's your name?
Heather.
Okay, in case anyone would like to know, Heather is my wife and Katie's
my
mother.
mom.
I said that.
Oh, okay. I didn't
But
hear
we
you.
are Generations of Horror.
We're Generations of Horror, and today we are reviewing.
What do you think, folks? Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers.
You guessed it.
One of my favorites.
Yes.
Michael is back, which we knew he was.
Obviously.
He is the best, would we say, serial killer in
Yeah.
movies? I
Yeah.
think we would. So, everyone, I know this is unusual. Oh, we got to look at my...
Yeah.
Look, I am wearing a mask.
Me and my sister went to the mall
And got
on
this.
Sunday and got him this shirt that says, "We're a mask."
He's been wearing a mask since 1978, baby.
Yep.
He was social distancing before it was stylish. Uh-oh. We aren't going to be goofy again today, are we?
I was just saying period.
Okay. All right, well, let's get right into the action here.
All
And
right.
we will talk about Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers. So we open up after Halloween 3, which was separate from Halloween 2 and 1, as you
Yeah.
said, Katie. Excuse me. So we open up, and there's two ambulance drivers going into a psychiatric hospital. And who do you think they're going to be picking up, Katie, at that psychiatric hospital?
Michael Myers.
Oh, thank you, Heather, for piping in over there. Now, you go to the scene, and Michael...
Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry. You go to the scene, and Michael is laying in the bed,
Yes.
all burnt because... Wait, kids, if there's anyone that hasn't seen Halloween 2, please leave the room right
Please
now.
leave the room.
At the end of Halloween 2, he gets burnt, as well as Dr. Loomis, his doctor.
Yes.
So, he is covered in burns. And there's a new doctor handling Michael Myers, which is Dr. Loomis's supervisor.
Yes.
And he says he hasn't moved his body in years. And we're transferring him. Dr. Loomis is off the case, so we could just pretend this never happened.
Mm-hmm.
So you think it would be okay, him being moved to
Yeah.
another hospital. He can't move. He's burnt over 90% of his
Nothing wrong
body.
with that.
Exactly.
But one of my favorite parts,
Sorry, go ahead.
is the nurse is checking his blood pressure and his arm goes down.
Yep.
And then she goes, "That's a wrap. Let's move him." And then the music comes on. Da-na-na-na. The best music in any horror
In the
film.
rain.
In the rain and thunder and lightning. Very good there, Heather.
Yep.
You're welcome.
Good
She's
point.
stepping right in. She's a little nervous. I told her it's very natural
yeah,
because
we're chill.
just because me and Katie have a vital channel that people.
You mean viral?
What,
It's not vital. It's not like
whatever it is, but
support.
all right. Well, we're close.
You have one proof.
Okay, but excuse me.
Because I know TikToks.
But shh, wait, stop. Now we're getting off track. We're close. We're close to getting sponsorships, I believe. So, in any
I have
event,
5 subscribers. What in the sea?
okay. Excuse me. You're a special guest star. Will you please stop?
Oh,
Thank
God.
you. We're running the show here. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. So,
Okay, Merv Griffin.
okay. So we have Michael in the ambulance, and Katie, can we guess? As one driver's in the front and one driver's in the back with Michael in a stretcher, what do you think's going to happen? We all know Michael's going to come to life, correct?
Yeah.
That's just a given.
Obviously. what would
Obviously.
it be?
So all of a sudden, it switches to a little girl.
Yep.
Her name's Jamie.
Yep.
And she's living in a house, in a bedroom, and she's having a bad dream.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The bat.
Do you think she's named after Jamie Lee Curtis, the actress?
It's a little prelude, yeah, it's to Jamie. But we're going to get into why her name is Jamie and who she is in the movie. In any event, she actually sees Michael killing these ambulance people. Now, why would she know Michael?
It's a vision. She didn't really was like there to see it. It was a vision.
Oh, dead air. So, yes, we went to see it. Okay, stop there,
She
Katie.
wasn't physically there.
Right, but she saw it in her vision. And we've come to find out that Laurie Strode, which is Michael Myers' sister, and in part 1 and part 2, is her mother.
Shocking.
They said that.
I'm sorry, Miss Amateur Hour. Yes, she is the daughter of Laurie Strode. And here's a little thing. Laurie is deceased at this time.
Yeah.
She died in a car accident along with her
Sadly.
husband.
Katie, oh my God.
So, sorry about that, folks. So, with that being said, she is living, she's been adopted by 2 parents and a stepsister who she loves a lot.
They're not
Yes.
family. I thought it was like her aunt. Oh.
Well,
No, they are not family.
Yeah, no.
Not even
She
close.
says that. Right? Is that when she says like when Jamie was like she was like, "Do you love me?" As a
yes,
sister?"
no,
She
you're
was
right,
like, "We're
but
not
no.
sisters."
Well, a little backstory. Laurie used to babysit the older stepsister when she was a
Yeah.
kid.
Yes.
So that's a little,
Okay.
that's fine.
Yes.
So
Sorry.
Michael has moved, as we know, and now he's on the run. So you know Haddonfield's in trouble.
Yeah.
But then we see my favorite character, Dr. Loomis,
Dr. Loomis is
who,
here.
yes, and he comes back. He's burnt as well. He couldn't kill the devil. He tried.
Yeah.
Couldn't do it. And he said, "Why did you have him moved?" "Nope, there's only 2 bodies here. He's out there." And his supervisor says, "Dr. Loomis, please, he can't even move." And he said, "Look, you do what you want here, because I know where he's going." And
Haddonfield, Illinois. Is that right?
yes. Sorry, folks. Answering my sponsorships, hopefully. In any event, well, sorry, I just got to do this. I know
I
this
don't
is.
even know what a sponsorship is.
You say you don't even know what's going on.
You don't
I
even,
don't.
You can't even say viral, right? You say vital. Who says vital?
Would you like me to take your blood pressure?
My sister just texted.
Okay. So, in any event, he goes to Haddonfield. He's driving. Chug along, chug along. Oh, by the way, in the meantime, Jamie is an 8-year-old, or would you say 9 or 10? Maybe
I would probably
10.
say 10.
10 years old. 10 years old. Sorry. So 10 years old. And she is very scared of a lot of things. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, we're going to know why, because she is related to Michael. That's her uncle. And you know,
Do you think she was getting visions of Michael before?
well, they really haven't said that. My guess is
Sorry.
my guess is that the death of her parents
Yeah.
probably threw her into a state where she had visions of this,
Yeah.
because I'm sure she heard the story of her uncle.
Yes.
So, one of my other favorite scenes coming up is Dr. Loomis goes to a gas station.
Sorry.
Dr.
Oh, just
Loomis
so-
goes to a gas station and
This is a really good pot.
he doesn't see anybody there, no attendant,
Yes.
which is quite suspicious.
Yeah.
I wonder why.
But he does notice there is blood in the garage.
Not too good.
So, my favorite part, he's looking around and he just looks and looks straight and says, "Michael."
No, he looks through the window thing.
Yeah, and then it zooms up and,
And
it's
then
like,
you see Michael's mask. And
But-
he goes,
and it's like,
Michael?
But wait a minute. A little technical
He's going
side.
to Haddonfield.
A little technical side here. That was adopted by Hitchcock. Hitchcock invented that, where on the scene you zoom in on it That was Hitchcock in Rear Window, one of my other favorite movies, and we might actually have a Rear Window,
Yeah.
which is a great movie. In any event, so he goes, Michael, and he said, please, leave those people alone. They're innocent victims, Michael. Take me. You want another victim? Take me. And then he says, damn you. And he shoots him, but what happens, Katie?
Obviously, as you guessed it.
He escapes.
Yeah.
Michael always escapes.
Obviously.
How do you think that is?
Well, people have theories that he's a ghost demon thing,
Because he can't be human.
or
No one can survive.
No one can survive
that.
being shot
He's just
20
like
times.
walking evil.
Yeah, I would say so.
The boogeyman.
That's actually a
Yeah.
good gateway into this topic. You see, in Halloween, the first original one, Dr. Loomis, a famous phrase, said, you don't understand. He was my patient 15 years, never spoke, never cried, never coughed. He just stared. I knew he couldn't be reached. I knew he was pure evil.
Now, not to
Yeah.
kind of go off subject a little. I'm sorry, Katie.
No, it's okay.
The Rob Zombie Halloween, I thought really got into it.
Kids, excuse me.
I thought it was
Excuse
very
me.
good.
Excuse
It
me,
explained
kids.
a lot.
We,
of Michael
uh,
as a young child.
Excuse me.
And
Excuse me.
maybe how he became
Okay, technical.
evil.
Stop.
I thought it was good. I thought it was
You're
good.
going way
Not
ahead.
really appropriate for
Stop.
kids, so,
Look, okay,
you know.
you need to stop, please. You're a special guest star. This is why me and Katie usually run this.
Opinions.
That is 6 movies away from where we are.
I'm just saying,
and
though.
you just spoiled it for the kiddos that haven't, don't even know what's going on yet.
No, I didn't, because it's totally different.
Okay.
It's Michael Myers.
Can
It's
you
not
stop talking about it?
It was
Thank you.
good.
Okay. In any event, now we're back on topic. So, we're going to lose our sponsorships. So, in any event, he goes to Haddonfield, and now Jamie, as you know, does not like trick-or-treating.
Yes.
Okay.
Doesn't like it.
She
I
hates
don't either.
she hates trick-or-treating.
Really? Who doesn't love trick or treating?
I don't like it. It's too much work.
Me.
Okay. So she goes in a drugstore because it's a local town, Haddonfield, and her stepsister likes one of the workers there. So
Brady.
his name's Brady.
We remember that.
And she is talking to him, and Jamie's trying to find a mask, something to wear.
Yeah.
And what does she look at, Katie, for a
The
costume?
Famous Michael Myers.
Which one, though, Katie? It is the Michael Myers he wore when he killed his older sister in Halloween, the first one.
Yes. The what's it called? The
Yeah, the clown. It's. I'm not even sure. So, as she's in there, what happens, Katie? She sees, guess who? Michael. And his mask is just illuminated in this one, which I loved.
Yeah.
I loved where the director. Oh, a little shout out here to Masad Akin. He was the director of the Halloween. Okay, and he was fantastic. He
Yeah.
took it in a great direction.
And a little shout out to us 70s kids who wore Halloween costumes in the 70s, because it was literally like you could light yourself on fire. It was so plastic. It wasn't fire resistant, but we rocked
What's the
those
matter,
70s
Katie?
Halloween costumes.
They're talking.
I'm just saying.
Nothing. Go ahead.
So, in any event, of course, it's becoming late. And Rachel, which is the older sister, decides to take Jamie trick-or-treating. And it's, of course, very dark and very creepy, wouldn't you say, Katie? Now, during this time, Dr. Loomis tries to talk to the sheriff. And there's a new sheriff in there because it's years later now.
Yeah.
And he doesn't really know the story of Michael Myers. He knows a little bit
Yeah,
about
but
it.
he doesn't know the full story.
Not the full story. So, in any event, Dr. Loomis keeps telling him, I know he's coming to Haddonfield. Because he knows Jamie is here. And he knows Jamie is Laurie Strode's daughter.
Oh my gosh, how did Michael figure that out? He has visions too.
Well, Well, I don't even know what to say to that, people.
Does he?
Maybe. In any event, now the townspeople are getting very upset
Yeah.
because they're sick of this Michael Myers crap. So they start telling the sheriff to listen to Dr. Loomis.
Yeah.
And they start to arm themselves. Now, kids, remember a good safety tip. Guns are never an answer. In movies, they're very good.
They didn't have
But-
any like guns. They were cops.
No, but the townspeople.
Oh yeah, because
Yep.
they were mad. They wanted to
So
defend
these
themselves.
are
Right.
professional people. Never, ever use a gun. Remember that. That's a safety tip, people. So, they are arming themselves. And of course, Michael is going from house to house trying to find Jamie. That's right. Okay, so what happens is, this is one of my best parts. Jamie gets lost. And of course, she sees
Of
Michael.
course.
She sees Michael, or what she thinks she sees Michael. And Rachel.
Yeah, but a little backtrack though, because Rachel, her older stepsister, loves Brady, which Brady has another girl, which, you know what, this is like rated R, so make sure you have parental guidance.
Parental
Okay,
guidance.
don't watch it.
Always important.
And so anyway, she ran out of the house. Oh my God, Brady cheated on me. And then she forgot about Jamie.
That is
how
correct.
it
Yes,
happened?
that is
And
correct.
Jamie was left wandering around,
Yeah.
which is horrifying on Halloween night.
Terrifying. Like,
Take it
just
away.
imagine being like, long Halloween night.
Well-
That's terrifying.
You know, Katie, I can
In the
remember
dark?
when I was, well, geez, it must have been, let me think of the year.
Lord.
No,
we go.
it must have been 1984.
Go with this old man.
1984. I was 11 years old.
Talk
And-
for an hour about
Okay,
his child.
excuse me. No. So, me and my we at the time, I think that's what they used to call them back then.
Your friends,
Yeah, but we called them chums.
chums.
We did a lot of what's known as egging and kids.
Oh, God.
Please. Things were different back in the early 80s. We don't like to do any of that. Destruction of property.
Yeah, it was like late 70s. Don't try to make yourself younger.
If
than
I
I
was 11 years old, it was 1984.
Oh, yeah.
So, early 80s. Thank you.
early 80s. It was still over 30 years ago.
Roast him.
Okay. So, in any event, Michael keeps killing, and they decide to go into the house.
Yes.
The
Who decided?
the sheriff's house where he lives, where Brady is, and Rachel are. Okay? So they're in there. And while they're in there, Dr. Loomis and the sheriff go to the school because there's a break-in, Katie. And this is one of my favorite parts.
Yeah.
They go to the school and they see a knife in the blackboard. Do you remember what the phrase that was on
I
there?
remember. No. Because I remember last time we saw this, it was like something about like witches, right?
What
Like,
was the name,
they-
Katie?
Wait. Because I remember that we talked about it, but I forget the name.
Sam Hain, which is the real,
Yes,
which is the real meaning behind Halloween. It was a
Yes.
festival of the dead. They did a lot of sacrifices. And again, kids, sacrifices were way back in the past. In any event,
Oh my God.
he had a picture too of someone killing a child, which would be Michael,
Yes.
with a picture in it. But then they decide to go back to the sheriff's house.
What?
What?
When did that happen?
Yeah, apparently you were sitting on the couch and not watching it too closely.
I'm at a fast forward.
Yeah, yeah.
The Housewives of Jersey was on.
Okay,
Okay, go ahead.
please.
Go ahead,
No,
go
no,
ahead.
we're getting way off topic. We can't have
I'm
any more
listening
special
to
guest
you.
stars.
Yes.
Well, I'm very good. I'm asking you,
Here's the
when was
chicken.
the sacrifice of someone?
No, it wasn't a sacrifice. Okay, I said Sam Hain was a festival of sacrifice.
No.
So they're back in the house, and they're starting to board everything up. But of course, Michael is not done. He is actually in the police car in the back seat, and he kills one of the cops that goes outside.
That's bad.
Sorry, people.
Katie, my rooster.
Okay.
I'm getting very
So,
nervous.
as Michael is going back and forth, they're he's killing everybody in the house because the sheriff and Dr. Loomis still are not back yet. So, Jamie and Rachel escape. So, Dr. Loomis.
Acted they had to climb up on a roof, which was a very good intense scene because she
Very
climbed up on the
intense.
roof. She had Jamie
And
on her
then-
back, and then she
yeah,
slipped
and
down.
And then she slipped,
then
and
she
then
fell
Michael
off
Myers
the roof.
was there, and then she fell, and then she was like, "Oh my gosh, like, are you?"
I don't know
are
who
you
the
dead?
actress was that played Jamie, but she was so good
She
for a
really
little girl.
was. Yeah.
How
I think her
scared!
name's,
I think
like,
she was legitimately
Melissa or something.
scared.
Well,
I
she
don't
was.
blame her. She's like 10 years old.
I would be too.
I would be petrified if I was
Me
her.
too.
Like, can you imagine seeing Michael Myers on the roof
No.
when you're like 10 years
No.
old?
And then we get to, moving right along, then we get to Rachel and Jamie looking, searching through neighborhoods, and they find Michael in the dark. And then you think, of course, this is it. But what happens? Dr. Loomis pulls up and says, come on, get in. It's
Yeah.
okay. It's okay.
Rachel was not with Jamie. Rachel was still passed out on the ground.
Fair enough. That is correct, Heather. And thank you. No, that is a good
Who
point.
knows Halloween 4 now?
Thank you very much. That was a very
The
valid
return
point.
of Michael Myers.
Yes. So, Dr. Loomis has a theory. And his theory is to go to the old Myers house with Jamie. Have her sit in the window where his sister was 30 years before, if you
Yeah.
remember, Katie. And there's a cop in the room with her, but of course that's not gonna do anything. We know that, right, Katie?
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
So, Michael gets in the house, and he starts to get through the bedroom door. And what do you think happens? Boom, the cop has to let Jamie out of the window with a fire escape ladder.
Yeah.
Throws him down there. And of course he
poor
gets
cop.
killed. He was,
I know.
He really tried to
Same.
help her.
he
I
obviously
felt
did.
bad for him.
He obviously did. He did. And kids, remember, the police are our friends. Okay. So, Jamie has escaped and has gone down the ladder, and here we go again. They're still running through the neighborhood because Rachel is still looking for Jamie, and they find each other.
Yes.
What happens after that, Katie?
I think they go.
That already happened. So,
What happened to Dr. Loomis at the school?
hold on. Dr. Loomis went
He
back
saw the
and he
thing.
saw Jamie, and this is why he went to the
They
house.
saw the what's it
You're
called?
about
No, I
Well-
thought Dr. Loomis took Jamie to the school and said, because you'll be safe there.
no,
And then
no.
I think Michael was there and he
Excuse me.
attacked Dr. Loomis.
Excuse me.
and
No.
Jamie was going
No.
through the door.
Excuse me. No. He brought him to the Myers house. That's where he brought Jamie. You're what they call on a VCR 30 minutes too fast forward.
Oh, I'm too fast
Yeah.
forward. Okay.
In any event, please, Katie. Thank you.
You guys were fighting. I was
So-
getting my coffee.
Now, Jamie and Rachel get picked up by the townspeople who are out with their guns. And again, guns are never an answer. But they pick them up and they say, you're safe.
Yeah.
You remember that part? Okay. So, no, they aren't. So what happens is
That's right.
Jamie and Rachel are in the front pickup truck, and there's two guys in the back of the pickup truck holding their rifles. And what do you think Michael is, Katie, at this time? That's right. He's under the truck. So, of course,
As you guys guessed.
yes,
That's
he
scary.
killed both of them.
Wow,
He
that's
killed both of them. And
sadly.
of course, he grabs the driver and pulls his neck right off. And that was a really good scene.
Is that when he came in through the window?
Yes. That was a really good
In the
scene.
truck with them.
Yes, I know.
Jamie and
Rachel, I know.
in the truck.
In the front seat. So,
Am I like too
So,
very
it-
fast?
so he crashes the vehicle.
Yeah.
But of course, Rachel grabs the vehicle and Michael is still on the vehicle on the roof.
Yeah.
and he's trying to get to Jamie and Rachel. But this was really good about what Rachel did, and most people don't do this during movies. She was pretty smart because she's going on a high rate of speed, so she slams on the brakes. He goes flying off.
Yeah.
And remember, Katie, he, of course, stands up in the middle of the road.
Yep.
And I'm like, okay,
And
here
I'm
we
like,
go.
yeah.
She's not going to hit him. Oh, but I was wrong.
And then she like
Floored it.
slammed the
Slammed it.
Gas.
Gas, yep.
And it went.
Pooh. He just went flying.
Yeah, like literally, like.
Flying. Now, excuse me, when this is taking place, all of a sudden we see the sheriff and the townspeople with Dr. Loomis, and Michael is in a ditch, if you remember correctly, Katie, by the river. So you think Michael is in the ditch. So you think, okay, they're going to grab him, something's going to go wrong. But they actually became smart. They threw dynamite. And kids, dynamite, very
What everyone
explosive.
said is like put y'all seatbelts on.
Yeah, well, times were different back in the
Had
80s.
seatbelts back then?
No, they did, but they weren't required like it is today.
And then
But anyways, kids, dynamite, it was handled by professionals on the movie set. They throw the dynamite in the hole, Katie, and after they shoot him, of course, which is, by the way, I have to back up. That's a great scene because you see the sheriff with the shotgun because Michael's standing up with the knife. Then you go, pshh,
I totally agree. That's
great,
amazing.
and he falls back in the hole because at that time Jamie wanted to see her uncle, which was a
Yes.
little weird. That was a
Yeah.
little strange.
agree.
So they blow it up. So you think, okay, everything's fine. Rachel is back home with Jamie and the two parents, and Dr. Loomis is there with the sheriff, and the mother wants.
Happy ending.
Yes, the mother wants to give Jamie a bath. Okay.
So sweet.
Yes, it
I
is.
know.
So as the mother's turning the bath, all of a sudden we hear the music playing.
Yeah, and we're like,
Even
what?
I did a double take. I'm like,
Yeah, same. I was like,
oh,
what?
maybe it
Wait,
is
what? I
Michael
thought-
coming back.
Yeah,
Because then all of a sudden we see a mask go over the camera.
and it was the clown
Oh,
mask.
no.
Right. So I was like, well, what's this?
This
Yeah.
can't be
And
good.
we see the knife stabbing the mother.
Yeah,
So
and we were like, what?
we hear a scream, and one of my favorite parts with Dr. Loomis.
Yeah,
They run to the steps.
and
And what's
then
on top of the steps, Katie? Who's on top?
Jamie
Jamie with what?
with a
the
knife,
knife.
bloody.
And what is
And-
he wearing?
The clown.
The
costume.
same as Michael wore when he killed his first sister.
Yep.
And Dr. Loomis
This doesn't
starts
sound fun.
screaming, no,
And then he
no.
goes to shoot,
And
like-
he's going to shoot Jamie. No, no.
Yeah.
And the sheriff stops him and stares at
Yeah.
Jamie.
And then,
as it's going towards the end, you hear Jamie just standing there like this go,
Yeah, which is a very
And
good
my
scene.
favorite part was then they had like the cop go up the stairs
I totally
in slow
agree.
motion, and then the father
we said
and
that.
Rachel, and
Yes.
they're like,
I did
Like,
forget the father and
what?
Rachel.
Because nobody expected Jamie to like. Kill
No.
anyone.
now I don't think she.
She does- oh!
I don't want to say.
We-
that. I caught myself.
Yes,
I'm
no.
not a
No
spoiler.
Kids,
spoilers.
no
in
spoilers.
this video.
No spoilers. We can't give any
No
spoilers.
spoilers.
Let's
Halloween
just say
5,
oh,
the
Revenge of Michael Myers. But
Stay tuned.
wait. Okay, so with that being said, we aren't sure the mother's condition. We do know she screamed though,
Yeah,
and she's definitely stabbed
oh,
for
yeah.
sure. Because the knife.
for
is
sure.
bloody.
And we believe Michael is dead.
I think
believe.
so.
He might not be though, since it's a Halloween 5. But we don't know that yet.
Evil, though.
Now,
He is for sure evil. So
that is Halloween 4. But I want to take a minute to thank all great viewers and support that we get.
Yes.
I really do, because me and my daughter Katie started this because, like I said, during the pandemic, and we've always been kind of
Invested.
horror movies. I always have been, and Katie's the same way.
Yeah.
So we decided to do this. I'll get this right. There's something that goes on the screen that we get support from you if you slide it.
Subscribe.
Subscribe.
Is that a slide though?
It's-
Uh,
All right.
but is it a slide? I'm asking a question.
No.
The people are listening. Okay, what do they do, Katie, to give us support? Katie, you said it to me earlier. Can you please tell them?
They subscribe,
Okay.
like, and comment.
Oh, like and comment. Oh, share. And I think that's where you give it to someone else's page, correct?
What?
Okay. Well, whatever Katie said, that helps us because we are growing a great audience. We're doubling our numbers every day.
Are you?
Yes, we are. And keep in mind, folks, this is just a Halloween series.
We have a
We have
ton more ideas.
we have Saw.
We have Saw. We have The Purge. We do
Purge.
Paranormal Activity.
Of course, we're doing Paranormal.
The
Scream.
Conjuring.
The Conjuring. It.
Annabelle.
Exorcist.
The Exorcist. We're doing all horror movies.
And
Yeah.
I would like to announce, because I was invited by my lovely husband and beautiful daughter to be a special guest today
Yes.
for Halloween 4, because it's one of my favorites. But I do want to let you know, for our Saw series,
Maybe.
Katie's brother, Brian,
Yes,
for the Saw series.
he does like
So-
the Saw series, and he'll definitely be a special
A
guest.
special candidate for
And
Saw.
now, kids, you won't know what this means, but he's in a safe place. That's a phrase. That's a phrase from another movie. That's one of my favorite phrases. And I can, yes. So, with that being said, we're gonna have Heather. Excuse me. We're gonna have Heather back. Well, yeah, you didn't even think of the Scream. We got all Screams.
The Purge.
Yep, we got a lot. We, of course, got Nightmare on Elm Street, and then the whole Jason series, Friday
The
13.
next
I
series.
didn't like Friday the 13th.
I
that
think
much.
the next.
Like after the second one, I was
Yeah.
done with it.
Can we tell
Yeah,
them?
yeah. Go ahead. You could tell them.
The next series we're gonna do is Saw.
That's right. And now we don't believe Heather's coming back for another special guest star. Not for a while, because we're saving her for one of her favorite scary movies. Two of them. That's right. The Shining.
Yes.
Doctor
No,
Sleep.
no.
Yes, we're
No.
doing it.
I'm not doing it.
We're doing
I'm
it.
not
You're
Yeah,
doing it.
yeah, you're doing it.
You're doing it.
Nope.
And
All right.
may,
I'll do the Nun. I thought that was really good.
now, also,
I did. I thought the Nun was. I thought it was scary.
no, The Nun was good.
Can I tell you something?
That was
We were
very
watching
scary.
The Conjuring 2 last night. They just came out with it on Netflix, and when the nun was in the hallway, she was like crying.
So, in any event, we appreciate your support, and we're
Sorry, she's.
gonna wrap things up, Katie. We need to stay focused.
Last second bake sale.
What? I'm sorry. What are you doing? So, Katie, we're gonna wrap this up,
Yeah, we're gonna wrap this up.
but please, we do appreciate all your support,
We really do appreciate it. We love you guys so much.
and we love doing this. We really do.
Tell me
And
this isn't scary for the Nun.
this is way off topic.
Wait, put up.
That is terrifying.
That is, okay,
I'm-
we're gonna wrap
it's
this
so
up.
bad.
Thank you guys so
No.
much for watching.
So-
also,
go ahead.
I officially made a Halloween playlist with all of our videos that we've done so far on Halloween. So it has 1, 2, and 3.
And four.
Well, it's not uploaded yet. It's when they watch, it's gonna be
Oh,
on the playlist.
so-
So when you watch this, and it's gonna be uploaded to the playlist.
You know what,
and
Katie?
also Halloween.
Speaking of that, so I have a question to all our many fans that watch us. To all our many fans that watch us, how do they get a chime or an alert if we?
Oh, a notification.
That's right.
So make sure you hit the notification
See,
bell
I
to
knew.
be
Is that the
notified.
slide? Okay. Hit notification, people, because
Hit the notification bell right next to the subscribe.
because then you always know when we have
notified
new
every time we
content
upload
and
another
material. Okay.
All right.
Well, that's a wrap.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment, and share.
And thank you, Heather, for coming in.
Thank you to my wonderful mom
You're
to
very welcome.
be joining us. And thank you to Senor
careful with the
Chicken.
rooster.
Okay. The chicken's got nothing to do with that.
Be careful with my rooster.
Okay, please put the rooster down. So, people, remember, watch movies,
And
stay scared, but be
remember-
safe.
remember, they're all fake.
They are, but they entertain us, and we love them. All right, people.
All right, guys.
Bye.
Bye.